Bitcoin has just entered the parabolic hot zone. Every time that it's been in the parabolic hot zone, that's when the biggest moves in history are made. It doesn't happen very often. Every couple years, we enter the hot zone. However, we mentioned all the biggest moves come when we're in the hot zone. But how do we know when we're out of the hot zone? And is Bitcoin, more importantly, shedding a sign that we're about to have a reversal in the hot zone, which would destroy everything that you want to happen in the crypto space? How much longer are we going to stay in this hot zone? What happens when we're not in this hot zone? And what do we think is going to happen next? Let's get into it. This is your last chance to unlock this VIP bonus video. Solana is setting up for a massive move, and it's gonna shake up Bitcoin too. I'm revealing which one I'd buy right now and which one I'd sell. I just broke all of that down, but not on YouTube. Click below and instantly unlock this VIP bonus video for free. Go now, or it could be too late. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Here we are in the Bitcoin US dollar index, and today we're on the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, we have price action above, and we have the stochastic RSI below. And on the monthly chart, you notice that there are these yellow lines representing the hot zone. In the monthly chart, it's between 75 and 100. When the market is between 75 and 100, we make the most explosive moves of the entire cycle, like clockwork. Take a look at 2011. 2011, we rallied inside of this hot zone at the most parabolic part of our market cycle top. And as soon as we jumped out of the hot zone, boom, the market cycle top was in and the bear market had begun. Fast forward to a couple years later, 2013, we re-entered that hot zone and represented the most parabolic part of the entire cycle. This time, we dropped a huge clue. We fell out of the hot zone while price was exploding. A huge sign to chart lovers around the world that we have bearish divergence that is currently marking the market cycle top. These divergences usually happen around the same time periods for Bitcoin, and this one was no different. Once we entered that hot zone again, we were in the next market cycle a couple years later. Keep in mind, this hot zone is very rare. We re-entered this hot zone in 2015. Now keep in mind, we are looking at the stochastic RSI, which simply measures momentum. And we're looking at when we have the highest momentum is inside of this hot zone. Now, typically, you want to think of this hot zone as a place to take profits. However, the markets go so crazy during these times, it takes headlines from around the world and it brainwashes people to buy. You will be shocked to know that the high majority of buying in the whole market cycle happens in the hot zone. Not selling, buying. The majority of buying happens here. Not when we're down here with our momentum, which that's when you should buy. If you follow my channel, if you throw on the stochastic RSI on the 2-month chart and you just simply buy when you have a cross, you will be richer than everybody you know in crypto. Plain and simple, right? What we had on our hands in 2017 was no different. We knew the hot zone was here between 75 and 100. We should have bought down here, but if you didn't, you likely bought in the hot zone, unfortunately. But this is when the market made the most parabolic rises in its entire market cycle. And as soon as we dropped out of the hot zone, it happened at precisely the market cycle top in 2017. Then we had to wait a couple years to get into the hot zone, but we got into the hot zone here at this 14K. And that was our sign that, hey, this market, it's too hot. This is not sustainable. We are going to have a correction, and that we did, but we re-entered the hot zone at clearly the most parabolic part of the entire cycle. It was relatively short-lived, pretty similar to that of 2013. When you look at it, 2011 and 2013 was exactly like 2019 and 2021. Just take a look at it, just with your naked eye. Even if you know nothing about charts, you can see we entered a little bit early here, and then we entered later for a little bit longer, representing the market cycle top. Where in 2011, it was the same. We entered a little bit early here, but it wasn't the real market cycle top. We entered later for a little bit longer, representing the market cycle top. So we've got a pattern on our hands. Whereas 2017 was the anomaly. This was the key market structure. This was the textbook market structure that held support critically at our support zone in the hot zone. Now, 2021, we entered a little bit early. The later part was around the same amount of time as this one, right? Very, very similar structures. Where this cycle that we're in now, we should have bought down here. We entered the hot zone back in June 2023. June 2023, entering the hot zone, and we were in there for quite a while. We dipped below the hot zone here as we were forming our market structure below 70K, and then this resurgence here brought us up to our new all-time high. This re-entry into the hot zone quite literally took us from 70K up to 108 or whatever the number is. That little blip in the radar, that little bit right here is literally that whole explosive move from 70 to 108. That's how powerful the hot zone is. But it doesn't stop there, because as you can see, it's looking like that there is a potential reversal on our hands inside of this very pattern. Now, this is your last chance to unlock this VIP bonus video. Solana is setting up for a massive move, and it's gonna shake up Bitcoin too. I'm revealing which one I'd buy right now and which one I'd sell. I just broke all of that down, but not on YouTube. Click below and instantly unlock this VIP bonus video for free. Go now, or it could be too late. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. One thing I want to look at deeper is what will happen if we had a reversal. And is there anything that could save us if we had a reversal? And if not, how much longer could we stay inside of this hot zone? Now, when we looked at it, we said 2011 and 2013 was pretty much mirror to 2019 and 2021. Therefore, those data points are relevant, but the market cycle structure is a little bit different. Therefore, to take the best case scenario, we would have to look at here on the market. We entered the hot zone back in 2015 when the market was nowhere near an all-time high. We entered the hot zone here in 2023 when the market was nowhere near an all-time high. So let's look at how long we stayed inside of the hot zone back in the glory days of 2017. We're talking about 800 days. So if we look at it from when we entered first in 2023 to where we are now, we're almost at 700. In other words, when you look kind of at the middle of the year, that'll take us to about 800 days, which would represent the optimal amount of time that we've ever spent in this hot zone. So that's something to keep in mind. But more importantly, let's talk about this reversal. What we have on our hands is that first data point from July 23, the one that we got up here. We got rejected at key market structure. It was that same swing high that we saw back in July 2019. It was also the same kind of structure that we saw throughout that 2017 textbook cycle. That's that same structure we just had a reversal at. In other words, we're going to be looking at this yellow line. This yellow line up at about 75 needs to act as our support. It acted as our support here, and then we broke our support. When we broke our support, it became resistance, but we broke our resistance. When we break resistance, it becomes support. We want that 75 line to act as support, and we need to get through the 91 level in order to see that true explosion of the market cycle top. And if we don't get there, we're never going to see that true explosion. And that would mean that Bitcoin did, in fact, have a reversal strong enough to break this yellow line. It all comes down to the market structure of this 91 and this 75. One of them is going to break. And that's going to be the huge clue as to what happens next. A breakdown of this yellow line spells disaster for the market cycle top, and a breakthrough to the upside of this white line spells an explosion bigger than we've seen in many years. This is your last chance to unlock this VIP bonus video. Solana is setting up for a massive move, and it's gonna shake up Bitcoin too. I'm revealing which one I'd buy right now and which one I'd sell. I just broke all of that down, but not on YouTube. Click below and instantly unlock this VIP bonus video for free. Go now, or it could be too late. CryptoCrewUniversity.com.